Yo, what's good, everybody? Xavier back again with another video. I'm not going to take too much of y'all time, so welcome back to another edition of my playlist of anniversaries. So we're going to get right into it. March 27th, 2001. Tupac's 7th and 3rd posthumous album, Until the End of Time, was released. This was a follow-up to his previous posthumous albums, Are You Still Down, Remember Me, and Still I Rise. This album pretty much contains material recorded while he was on Death Row Records from 1995 to 1996. The album debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 and #1 on the top R&B/hip-hop albums chart, selling 426,870 copies in its first week and was certified quadruple platinum. Oh, and by the way, it's also a double disc album. See? Yep, it's a double disc album too. Never knew that this would be a double disc album. Who are the guest appearances? SKG, The Late Big Psych, EDI of the Outlaws, Young Noble, Napoleon Castro from the Outlaws, Casey and JoJo, R.L. Hugger of the R&B group Next, oh yeah, Lil Mo, Above the Law, the late Lisa Lefi Lopez, Richard Page. Yeah, just pretty much members of the Outlaws, Lisa Lefi Lopez, R.L. Hugger from the R&B group Next, Lil Mo, Casey, and JoJo. Those are pretty much guest appearances of that album. Oh yeah, R.L. Hugger from the R&B group Next, he sings the hook to the song, one of the hit singles, Until the End of Time. The other two singles are Letter to My Unborn, that's one of my favorites, and Happy Home. I love that song, Letter to My Unborn Child. I love that song. My dad got this CD too, both disc 1 and disc 2. That's the first time I heard this CD, when my dad had a copy of this. Now 20 years later, I got my own copy. This was Tupac's 7th album and 3rd posthumous album that came out after his death. Looking back 20 years later, this is a great posthumous album from Tupac. Because I wasn't feeling the next posthumous album that I own, Loyal to the Game. Despite that, it is produced by Eminem and his late mother, Afeni Shakur. And the Pac's Life album, I wasn't really feeling that shit either. I have to say Tupac's best posthumous album is the Don Illuminati, The 7 Day Theory, even though he made the album before he died. Are You Still Down, Remember Me, Still I Rise, and this. Those are Tupac's best posthumous albums. I wish Tupac was still here celebrating 20 years of this album. And it's sad that this September will be 25 years since he got killed. And this year he would have been 50, the day before I turned 30. But yeah, I actually like this Tupac Until the End of Time album. I'm definitely going to order more Tupac albums, like 2 more before his 50th, what would have been his 50th birthday. Tupacalypse Now and the Don Illuminati, The 7 Day Theory. I Have Me Against the World, All Eyes on Me, Strictly for My Niggas, this album, and Loyal to the Game. 20 years since the Tupac Until the End of Time album was released. How old Tupac would have been? 39 going on 40 when he released this. Oh no, he would have been, he would have been my age, 29 going on 30 when he released this, or when this album was released. Tupac would have been my age when this album came out. But it's a classic. It's a great Tupac posthumous album. I'm surprised that this album is on Death Row Records. Producers include the late Johnny J and DJ Quick. Tupac's vocals was recorded between October 14, 1995 and September 6, 1996, the day before he got shot at that Mike Tyson fight in Las Vegas, and then he died 6 days later. Production and guest vocals and mixing were from 1999 to 2001. But that wraps up my quick rant celebrating 20 years of Tupac's posthumous album, Until the End of Time. Let me know what you guys think. If you're new here, hit subscribe if you like the content and hit that notification bell for my next anniversary rant. Thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, leave your comment down below, and I'll catch you tomorrow before I do my last SmackDown Sunday Attitude Era rant of March Madness, reminiscing 19 years of a six-man tag between the NWO, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and X-Pac versus Hulk Hogan, The Rock, and Kane from the March 28, 2002 edition of SmackDown. But before that, I'm going to try to see if I can review the June 2003 schedule of Toon Disney since I didn't get a chance to do it on Wednesday. Don't follow your dreams, chase them. Peace. Happy 20th anniversary to Tupac's posthumous album, Until the End of Time.